Alright guys, thanks for watching another video. Today we are in Middletown, New York. Main Street Comics. So if this is your LCS, let us know if I missed anything, if anything's obvious. And we'll go inside, we'll check out what they got. Maybe some back issues or whatnot. And I'll grab some new books too. I want some new books. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing? We got some old school spinner racks, and we have a classic Commandi edition there. And look at this Treasury edition of Spider-Man. Look at that. It's very cool, right? It's a little beat up, but it's cool to see those Treasury editions around. Like and subscribe if you guys like the content here. It helps out the channel. Ring that little bell. Give me a thumbs up. And we have some sets here. As soon as we walk in, they're promoting some of the sets they have here. It looks like they have a Ed Brubaker set there. Criminal. How cool is that, right? It's a great one. And we have a Convergence set. Look at this. Oh, these are cool, man. Are these just the covers, or little kid, young adult, or is the whole book updated? I don't know if it's the same story with just different covers, but look at these. They got like little kid covers on them. It's very cool, right? And we got Batman here. Look at the store, man. Look at all of these trade paperbacks, original graphic novels, omnibus. This place is stacked. The Forged, we got all the new books are out. And I'm seeing more and more of those prestige style books, those magazine size, like The Forged. And here is Gone. This is Distillery. It was supposed to be that blockbuster creative teams. And it was only digital, but now they are printing the books. They are printing the Distillery books now. And that's a jock book, Gone. But it's $8. I don't know if I should grab that. Here's more Batman.
I'm Batman.
Alright, and we have all the Marvel and DC. We got all the indies you could want. And we got a Scott Snyder Comixology book. They're also printing his Comixology run. He had like 10 titles. And they are starting to print all of them on Dark Horse. They're all pretty great, too. Here's a new Dracula indie book by James Tynion. And I think it's very traditional, that Dracula book. I think it's a traditional Dracula story. Might be 3 issues, I think. James Tynion with more books coming out. Whoa. And we got a Geiger one-shot. I loved Geiger. A Geiger one-shot as Ghost Machine is kicking off a Geiger series. So that's, I think, the first Ghost Machine book, maybe. And we have Firepower. I believe this is the last issue of the Robert Kirkman run. This thing was great. The series was great. I think this is the last issue. I don't know if it's the last of the story arc, or I think it's the last issue, actually. Got Void Rivals here. Great book. And we got Jodorowsky Mobius. What Lies Beneath? From the Inkle, one of the greatest comic books of all time.
Daddy, chill.
And this store is American Splendor. Harvey Pekar. This store is ginormous, right? Look at the size of this place. Look at all these books, all these trades. They are so well stocked. And they got some games. They got some board games. And they have some D&D here, the tower. They have some action figures and statues, some art supplies here. Man, they got everything. Look at this. Here's a little Superman. Alright, that was Mainstream Comics in Middletown, New York, upstate. And we're right by Binghamton, that genius school, right? Got all the SUNY Ivy League, they call it. All right, so come with me and we'll check out the books I grabbed. Come with me we'll come back to the store in a second. Just come with me for a second. We'll open up some of the books. I want to show you what I grabbed. Here is Dark Ride from Joshua Williamson. I had missed this when it came out, but it got really good reviews. It was a high concept storyline here of a was it an amusement park? He goes on this ride, and I think it goes to multiverses, or he goes on these adventures. So I had missed it, and I like a lot of Joshua Williamson's writing. So I thought I'd grab this one, and on the left is cover A, number 1, and we got number 2 on the right, so I can start properly here. And these look like they're in mint condition. The colors are popping off of the cover there, right? And then we got Almost Dead on the left on Ablaze. Ablaze is a European. It's like the Viz for Europe. Viz is for Japan. Ablaze is like for Europe. And they're bringing over the best of the European comics. And this is the book I was talking about. This is the Ultimates. I think it's issue number 0, I guess, right? The Ultimate Universe is being kicked off at Marvel. That might have potential. And it looks like Hickman is going to be the architect. So that might be, this might be a good one. It looks like this is like an intro a book that came out. And this is out in January. I guess grab it. It's the intro or it's issue 0. And it's going to be the book that lets you know what's going on. I guess they're going to have a Spidey Ultimate Universe. The whole Ultimate Universe is being relaunched again by Marvel. And I thought the Ultimate Spidey was like the best Spider-Man in like the past 20 years. And the Mark Millar Ultimate Avengers, that stuff was great. That's what the MCU is based off of. Here is that Dracula book, James Tynion. And he is partnering again with Simmons, right? That's from Department of Truth, the artwork there. And we got Scott Snyder on the right, the Canary book. It's a Western. And that's on Dark Horse. Like and subscribe if you guys like the content here. It helps out the channel. Ring the little bell. Give me a thumbs up. And you can get notified when I have new videos out. And the next 2 books, we got Firepower on the left. I believe this is the last of the run, that Robert Kirkman book. And I love the artwork in it too. And I think it's the last. I don't think it's the end of the story arc, but a lot of times the last issues are hard to come by. And we got Geiger Ground Zero, a one-shot on the right. This might be Ghost Machine's first book. That Ghost Machine is another superstar label that just came out with a bunch of great creative teams on there. We got Jeff Johns on there. We got Peter Tomasi. We got a whole bunch of guys. And I think that's their first book, Ghost Machine. Here's Void Rivals. I know it's been out a while. They're on like number 5. I have all of them. But this had a number 1 laying in there. And it was the first print. So I thought I would grab it. It was in good shape. And I was enjoying that intro to the Transformers and G.I. Joe, the Void Rivals. So I thought I'd grab another one. Get a dupe copy there. But it was in good shape, so I grabbed it. See how many books I got. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 books. All right. Got some cool books. Let's go back to the shop. Let's go back to the shop, see what's going on in there. Because I was still looking at the new issues and some back issues. I love this die book. Remember this? It was like Jumanji for adults. And I want to see what print this was. I don't have the low numbers. I was reading it online. I don't have number 2 and number 1. This looks like it's number 2, but it's the 4th print. So maybe I'll pass on that. Maybe I'll pass on this book. You guys want to go digging through some long boxes? Looks like we got a little Spidey section here. Might be kind of fun, right? I will speed it up so that the video doesn't get too long. But it looks like they have some cool Spideys here. They're all bagged and boarded. They look like they're in good shape. They look like they're closer to high grade than to mid grade. And these are all like $4 or $5. So we got a cool Spider-Man section here, and they have tons of back issues in this store. So if you wanted to do some long box diving, this is the spot. Remember Die, Die, Die by Robert Kirkman? Everybody's all bloody on the cover. That indie book. And here's some more Spidey here. We got an annual... great cover, right?
Are you serious?
And we have a whole section of Spidey. We have an X-Men section I might go through, too. And here's American Gods. Remember this? This TV show was kind of quiet. Remember this TV show came out? We didn't hear much about it. Also, Dark Horse. The Neil Gaiman run. And up top, we have some Mad magazines. Was that number 1? A ton of Mads, man. A ton of original books. And my camera is shaking. I dropped it. I think I damaged my camera. I dropped it, and now it is wobbling. This might be the end of the camera. It's shaking. It's falling apart. It's crumbling. I dropped it irresponsibly. Maybe I should turn this thing off and reset it. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got some Classics Illustrated. Every time you see these, they're always kind of beat up and worn, the Classics Illustrated. I guess because everybody read them, because it's like great stories. But you never really see like high-end copies of those. Here's Bone, a nice, great indie book. And it looks like they have Batman Bronze Age, Swamp Thing Bronze Age. Look at those great books, right? In like a deluxe edition. And look at this terrific Grayson book. Look at this. Beauty. Kill or Be Killed, right? A great Ed Brubaker indie there. Maybe kicked off the crime noir of the 21st century in comic books. Here's a whole Alex Ross section. Every Alex Ross cover you could want.
That was legitness.
Look at this. Things are cool, right? Like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the content here. Ring that bell. It really helps out the channel. Give me a thumbs up. We are back to the front, the new comics. Whoa. And the camera is shaking. I might have broken it. What do I do? I think I'll be alright. I'll reset it and I'll see if it... let's see what else they got up top here. They got some romance books. And they have some weird and monsters. Alright. Alright, that was the mainstream comics. That was a banging shot, man. And Hickman has a new book out. It's the Ultimate Universe is being rebooted at Marvel. And Hickman is the architect of it. And the new book is out. So I grabbed that book. And they had a bunch of indies in there. I grabbed a bunch of indie books in there just laying around. That was kind of cool. I like the newer books that I'm reading. And grabbed some doubles in their mint shop. Just a really handsome shop, man. They got so much space up here. Like upstairs, they have so much room. The comic shops are just so nice.